Hello and welcome back to Happy Seniors Life, where East meets West to help you live longer, live stronger, and live with purpose after 60. I'm Dr. Thomas. I've spent over 30 years working with older adults across the U.S. And if there's one truth I've learned, it's this. Your body still wants to heal, even after 60, even after 80. And sometimes all it needs is a little rhythm, a little clarity, and just one good meal done right. Now let me ask you this. Have you ever eaten something that was supposed to be healthy? Maybe a sweet potato, a salad, or even a bowl of brown rice, but instead of feeling better, you ended up groggy, or worse, with blood sugar all over the place. If that's you, you're not alone. Drop a 1 in the comments if you've ever felt that way. And if you haven't yet, drop a 0. Either way, I want to hear your story. Because in today's conversation, we're not just going to talk about sweet potatoes. We're going to tell the truth about them, what they can do, what they can't, and how this one traditional food, used wisely, might just help you sleep better, move easier, and calm that midday energy crash that nobody talks about. And joining me today is someone I deeply admire. He's Japan's oldest practicing physician, over 100 years old, still walking, still thinking, still sharing. Please welcome back Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, healer, teacher, and the gentle force behind the Happy Seniors Life channel. Let's begin. Topic 1. The hidden problem behind healthy foods. Dr. Thomas. A few months ago, a patient named Linda, 73 years old, retired teacher from Arizona, came to see me. She was doing everything right. She had swapped white rice for brown. She drank herbal tea. She even started eating sweet potatoes every single day because a YouTube video said it could reverse her diabetes. But instead of feeling better, she was struggling. She felt tired. She couldn't sleep through the night. And her blood sugar levels were all over the place, jumping from 85 to 210 in a single afternoon. When I looked deeper, the problem wasn't the food itself. It was the rhythm. Dr. Hinohara. That story sounds familiar. In Japan, we have a saying, even the best medicine becomes poison if taken at the wrong time. Sweet potatoes are a beautiful food, but like any food, they need timing, they need context. When people treat food like a pill, one size fits all, 3 times a day, they forget the most important thing. The body changes after 60. After 60, digestion slows. Insulin response weakens. The same meal that worked at 40 might now cause inflammation or blood sugar spikes. And sweet potatoes, though natural, are still starch. Dr. Thomas. Exactly. What surprised Linda the most wasn't that sweet potatoes caused the issue, but that no one told her how to use them properly. She steamed them. Yes, but she ate them alone. No protein, no greens, and she ate them at 9 thinking it was a light dinner. That's a recipe for disaster, especially for older adults with insulin resistance. Dr. Hinohara, I've seen this too often. People think they are eating healthy. But what they're missing is the big picture. Food doesn't work in isolation. It works in a relationship with the time, the body, the meal, the person. Dr. Earl Thomas. And let's not forget, many older adults are skipping breakfast, snacking during the day, and eating heavy meals late at night. That disrupts their internal clock. It confuses their hormones. And even the healthiest food, if eaten at the wrong time, becomes a burden instead of a gift. Let me ask you watching this, have you ever thought you were eating healthy but still felt worse? Let us know in the comments. I promise you're not the only one. Topic 2 in healthy turns. Harmful? Dr. Thomas. Let me share another story this time about Gerald. Gerald is 78. He's a retired postman from Michigan, still sharp, still active, but last year he was rushed to the emergency room with severe dizziness and heart palpitations. At first, doctors thought it was a heart issue, but after running several tests, we found the real problem: extreme blood sugar fluctuations. He wasn't diabetic. He wasn't on insulin. But he was eating 2 giant sweet potatoes every single evening, baked, skin removed, with butter and cinnamon on top, because a blog told him it was great for the heart. It turns out, even healthy foods can become harmful when eaten in excess or without proper balance. Dr. Hinohara. Yes. In Japan, we saw this during the early 2000s when Western health trends became popular. People started eating massive amounts of fruit smoothies, oats, or so-called superfoods without understanding their limits. The truth is, after the age of 60, our margin for error gets smaller. The body no longer compensates as easily. What used to be a small mistake at 40 becomes a serious risk at 70. Dr. Thomas. And what makes it worse is how isolated people feel when they try something healthy. But it backfires. They blame themselves. They think they failed. But in reality, no one warned them. No one said, "Hey, sweet potatoes are great, but not with sugar. Not at night. And not without protein to buffer it." Dr. Hinohara? Food is powerful. But it is not magic. And it's never one food that heals. It's the whole rhythm of how we live, eat, move, and rest. Dr. Thomas. Exactly. And here's something many people don't know. Sweet potatoes, especially the orange and purple varieties, are high in oxalates compounds that can increase the risk of kidney stones. For older adults with kidney issues, that risk is real. Also, sweet potatoes are rich in beta-carotene, a precursor to vitamin A. Normally that's good. But if someone is already taking a multivitamin or has liver problems, it can quietly build up over time. These are details most health videos skip, but they matter because your health matters. Let me say this clearly. No one food can save your health, but one wrong habit repeated daily can quietly chip away at it. That's why we have to stop chasing magic foods and start listening to what the body is really asking for. Topic 3. The right way to eat sweet potatoes after 60. Dr. Thomas. So here's the question everyone's been waiting for. If sweet potatoes aren't the enemy, how do we actually eat them in a way that supports our health, not harms it? Because I know a lot of people watching this have sweet potatoes sitting in their pantry right now, but they don't know what to do with them, or when to eat them, or how much is too much. Dr. Hinohara. Yes, the answer, as always, begins with rhythm. Food is not just about nutrients. It's about timing, balance, and how it speaks to your body. For most older adults, the best time to eat sweet potatoes is at lunch or early dinner, ideally before 6:30 p.m. Why? Because after 60, our blood sugar doesn't regulate as quickly. If we eat starches too close to bedtime, it can cause midnight glucose spikes leading to poor sleep. 3 wake-ups. And that heavy fatigue in the morning. Dr. Thomas. Exactly. In fact, a 2023 study published by the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who consumed most of their carbohydrates earlier in the day had 25% better sleep quality and lower overnight glucose levels compared to those who ate carbs at night. So let's get practical. Dr. Hinohara, how do you personally prepare sweet potatoes, Dr. Hinohara? Very simple. Choose Japanese sweet potatoes if possible. These are the ones with red or purple skin and yellow flesh. They have a lower glycemic index, more fiber, and a creamier, more satisfying texture. Wash them thoroughly. Leave the skin on it contains antioxidants and gentle fiber. Then steam them. Never fry. Never roast with oil. Slice in half. Steam for 20 to 25 minutes until tender. Dr. Thomas. And how much is the right amount? Dr. Hinohara. For most people, 1/2 of a medium sweet potato is enough about the size of your fist. More than that, and you risk overwhelming your blood sugar. Then comes pairing. Never eat sweet potatoes alone, always pair them with a small portion of protein and something green. Examples: a soft boiled egg, a few slices of grilled salmon, or a scoop of plain tofu. Add sautéed spinach or a cup of miso soup on the side. This combination slows digestion, stabilizes blood sugar, and helps your body absorb nutrients gently. Dr. Thomas. That's the part most people miss. They eat sweet potatoes like a dessert or snack instead of as part of a balanced healing meal. Dr. Hinohara. Yes. Food is not just fuel, it's information. And when we send the body the right signals in the right rhythm, it knows how to repair itself. Dr. Thomas beautifully said. And remember, if you can't find Japanese sweet potatoes, you can still use the orange ones found in most U.S. grocery stores. Just reduce the portion to about 1/3 of a cup and be extra careful with timing and pairing. Dr. Hinohara, the goal is always slow. Clean energy, not a sugar spike. Dr. Thomas. And it's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent day by day, meal by meal. The quiet power of one gentle meal. Dr. Thomas, the more I practice medicine, the more I realize healing doesn't begin in the hospital. It doesn't begin in the pharmacy. And it doesn't even begin with a doctor's prescription. Most healing, especially after 60, begins at the kitchen table. One gentle meal, one calm conversation, one decision to listen to your body instead of punishing it. Dr. Hinohara, yes. Thomas, in my years now over a century, I've seen thousands of older adults who thought it was too late for them. Too late to change, too late to heal, too late to feel strong again. But healing doesn't ask for perfection. It asks for rhythm, consistency, and above all, kindness. Dr. Thomas, let me speak directly to those of you watching right now, especially if you felt overwhelmed. If you've bounced from one diet to another, if you've been told to fear every carbohydrate, if you've lost trust in your own body, or you are not broken, you're just missing rhythm. And sweet potatoes used wisely can be a beautiful way to reintroduce that rhythm. Not because they're magic, but because they are real. They are gentle. They remind the body what safe feels like. Dr. Hinohara, I once treated an 86-year-old man who lived alone. He had heart issues, joint pain, and said he hadn't slept through the night in 7 years. But do you know where we started? Not with pills, not with surgery. We started with one simple meal, half a steamed sweet potato, a small grilled fish, some warm miso soup. He didn't feel a miracle overnight, but by week 2, he was sleeping through the night. By month 2, he said, "My body doesn't feel scared anymore." Dr. Thomas, that's what rhythm does. It tells the body you're safe, you're nourished, you can rest now, and it starts with just one meal. So here's my challenge for you. Dear listener, pick one lunch this week, steam a small sweet potato, pair it with something gentle, an egg, some greens, maybe a little grilled chicken, turn off the TV, take 3 deep breaths, and eat slowly, not like a chore, but like a gift. Then leave a comment below telling us what you felt. Was it easier to digest? Did your body feel calmer? Did your sleep improve because your story might help someone else? Someone scared, tired, and just waiting for a sign that healing is still possible. Dr. Hinohara. And if you're still not sure where to begin, if you feel like it's all too much, just start with peace. Peace in your schedule, peace in your food, peace in your expectations. That's what this channel, Happy Seniors Life, is all about. Not perfection, not quick fixes, but long life, strong life, peaceful life. Dr. Thomas. So if this episode helped you even just a little, I invite you to do 3 things. First, leave a comment below, just a few words. Let us know you're here, you're listening, and you're walking this path with us. Second, share this video with someone you love, a friend, a neighbor, a parent, or your spouse. You never know whose life might change from one small piece of knowledge. And third, subscribe to the channel. Because next week, we're sharing something powerful. The 5 worst foods to eat after 6 p.m. and why they're silently disrupting your sleep, your kidneys, and even your brain health. Dr. Hinohara, thank you for joining us. Thank you for your trust. And remember, you don't have to do everything. You just have to start with one thing and do it gently.